All right, everyone. How's it going? Good evening.
Good evening.
Whoop whoop. All right. So I feel like I haven't seen you in ages, which is like what, maybe 10 hours ago? Okay, so welcome to our off-world, colony design with MANRVA, and I'm your host, Julia. I'm a art director and also a founder of MANRVA. And today we also have our co-host, Gik. She's a writer and then also a co-founder of Orbiters, right?
Yeah.
And I think today we're gonna do a little, sort of like a summary of what is this off-world colony design is all about. And yeah, initially I think we just kind of wondering like what would it be like for us to live somewhere that's not Earth, whether it's going to be on the moon or on Mars or just in space. And I think that it might be nice for us to gathering people around and then trying to figure this out together. So that's why, this MANRVA challenge kind of exists. And yeah, so, oh my God, I'm a little nervous, but. So yeah, we're going to do that by having like a weekly post that you can interact on Facebook. At the moment, we might try to expand the voting system onto the website, but I'm still not quite sure how we're going to do that yet. But we'll see. Yeah. And let's talk a little bit about the progress, right? Of, how long would it take and then what need to be done to help us achieve this sort of a colony design. So there's like a full main aspect into it, which is social, economics, and engineering. And lastly, it's about like art and design. And from our calculation, I think it's going to be approximately 18 weeks, right? If I'm not wrong. I think 18 weeks, roughly like 4 months. I think we're going to spend like maybe 3 months trying to get all the information, all the data from your interactions with our Facebook post. And then on the last 3 weeks, which is entering like month 4, that's when our team going to start the visual designs, like concept designs, and trying to find a way to illustrate all those information into visual. So yeah, our initial goal and objective for this is to just collect informations, all the thoughts and ideas from all of you, and then turn it into an artwork. And yeah, in some way, we could learn about what do it takes for us to actually build a settlement or a colony, like, outside of Earth, wherever that might be. And maybe, a little celebrations on this achievement or whatever, like this archive. Yeah. So shall we get into it?
Yeah.
I think your camera is a little froze, I think.
This is okay now?
Oh yeah, it's good now. Yeah, so our first week, I think we're gonna talk about which planet is the best for our off-world colony. And of course, moon is not a planet, but yes, so it could either be a moon, or Mars or other places. And I think Gig gonna drive into this bit. So carry on.
Okay. Let me share my screen. No. How?
Nice.
Okay. from our voting on Facebook page, right? I saw Ma is the winner.
So far, yeah. Like I think
Yeah.
there's a tons of response that people would like to live on Mars.
Okay, but I'm going to talk about two options.
Mhm.
That the most popular option is this Moon and Mars. Okay, we're gonna start with the Moon. Okay, why the Moon is the most one of the most popular option, and why? Yeah, the question is why. First, I think because it is the nearest place. You know, it's far from Earth about. It's not. No, I mean it's the nearest place, and is it the only place that beyond be the only place beyond Earth that human have set foot, and it is the most familiar place beyond Earth.
Mhm.
If we are going to live on another planet, we have to consider about food, food, water to survive.
Mhm.
And Moon is a good choice, right? It's one of the good choice. It's a most familiar place because we sent more than 100 spacecraft and four rover and 12 human. Even it had thin exosphere, but the soil have 42% oxygen that we can harvest the oxygen from the soils to breathe or to make something that important to survive. And the most important point is we found water molecule on Moon last year.
Mhm.
And it's a great way to live on Moon. But everything have another side because it had been atmosphere that not breathable, and when and it have lack of liquid water. We actually found of water, but it's not in it's not the solid water, and
Mhm.
it had dust dusty and toxic soil that not support plant to grow on it.
Yeah.
So if we want to live on Moon, we have to fix the problem. How can we breathe on Moon without dying? I mean, it has thin atmosphere, right? And it's kind of toxic and not friendly for human and not that
Mhm.
friendly for human. Okay.
So yeah, like
You-
um
mhm.
so I think that there are probably more like probabilities of us like going to the moon or have like an easier like how do I say an easier chance of like being there because it's so close to Earth. And then
Yeah.
if we ever need like supplies or any sort of like basics need, we could just like send it right over, right?
Mm,
Oh, it's still tricky.
is is too complicated. Actually, we have to find the resource on the Moon
Mm-hmm.
because we can bring it from Earth. It's too heavy for rocket.
Mm.
It's used too much supply, rocket supply, and if we're gonna bring it bring the resource or bring the supply from Earth, why don't we still live here? Right?
Yeah.
It's easier to live here.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to find the resource on the moon. Just like I said, it had 42% of oxygen in lunar soil,
Mm-hmm.
so we can harvest the oxygen from the soil
Mm.
by using heating. I'm not sure. Let me see. Uh, yeah, by using heating or some technology to harvest the oxygen from lunar soils, and we last year NASA confirmed that they found water molecule in on the lunar surface. It sounds like we can live there. But just like what I said, the atmosphere and toxic soil is our problem, and we have to fix it, because if we don't fix it, it might be the problem to human health.
Mm-hmm.
Uh if we're talking about the moon, what do you think is Apollo like Apollo? You know, Apollo is a program that used to bring human to moon.
Yeah.
And since the last Apollo 17, we never sent human to the moon again.
Mm.
So, but now NASA is working on it. It is called Artemis program.
Yeah.
But yeah, we going back to the moon, but it's different this time, because at the past we sent 12 humans to the moon, right? But all of them are men
Mm-hmm.
and white men.
Okay.
But this time, Artemis is going to send the first woman and the first color person to the moon,
Mm-hmm.
and do some exploration on the moon. We sent too many spacecraft, more than 100 spacecraft, and 4 rover and 12 human, right? But we didn't know the moon that well. So we have too much thing to study, because we want to colonization there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Artemis, yeah, what just like what I said, Artemis is different from Apollo, because they're going to send the first woman and the first color person. Uh in my opinion, I think moon is not the perfect place to be home, to
Yeah.
be our home. But I think it's good to be our base.
Mm-hmm.
Because we want to know more about the moon, right? And we want to explore the universe. And if we even can have the base on the moon, our nearest pet, how we can explore the wider universe, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's like first step. Okay, I hope this not look like studying.
It's all right. I think we should like give them informations as well, because I think
Uh,
with these campaigns, it's like for newbies, for like other noobs. So
our winner is Ma. Okay. Why Ma? Elon Musk want to go to Mars so bad, right? And too many people want to go to Mars and live there. But why and why not? Why Mars, right?
Mhm.
First reasons is water. Mars have water, but the most water on Mars is exit in icy dirt and thin clouds, not in liquid water.
Mm.
But we can mm, transform it to liquid water.
Mhm.
And the good thing is last year, maybe last year, I'm not sure about the years, but we found solid water on some mountain hillsides, Gao. And yeah, we can transform it to liquid water that human can drink or can use in daily life. Uh, the mine is very good choice because it is the most similar to Earth. Don't get me wrong. I mean the most familiar to Earth is Venus, right? In mass because they have similar mass, but with Mars, I mean it's a day on Mars is close to a day on Earth. And Mars have season too, right?
Mhm.
Season on season on Earth. Mars have seasons too, but we're going to why not? Mars also have thin atmosphere too, and it's not breathable. That atmosphere doesn't filter out UV ultraviolet.
Mhm.
And human and radio wave or ultraviolet is dangerous for human life. And it had kind of toxic atmosphere because it's made up of carbon dioxide, and it is 92% carbon dioxide,
Mhm.
and argon and nitrogen, and it has extreme weather. Uh, Temperature between day and night is very different. If we want to walk outside from our shelter on Mars, we have to wear the spacesuit, the pressure suit, and the oxygen mask, something like that to or you wanna kill yourself, just oh yeah, is a not good idea. Why I think it's a good idea. I think if we live on Mars, right, and one day we want to die, we just walk out from our shelter and not wear the spacesuit, right? Oh,
Wait. You know, like last was it last EP you were talking about every life matters, and then now it's just like the opposite of what?
sorry, that just pop up in my head.
All right. So yes. So we have to wear like protective suits, right? Just to go outside and then explore and then whatnot.
And back to our section. It had toxic soil too. Is this Mars soils contain choline is toxic for plant and human, especially plant. It cannot go well on Mars soil, but we can solve it. And the last thing is the gravity.
Yep.
Mars gravity is about 38% of Earth's gravity is microgravity. And you know, uh, if human live too long in microgravity, will affect the human it will affect human body,
Mm-hmm.
like heart, muscles, and bone. uh, we have to think about it and fix it before we send every life matter. We send human to live on Mars or Moon.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. And some people said, why don't you just stay home? Just live in just live on Earth. It's because settlement of other planet. I wrote it. I wrote it because I am scared to forget it. Okay, because settlement of other planet could decrease the likelihood of human extinction.
Mm-hmm.
Can you get it right? It's not, we don't discuss because we want to leave Earth, but we just want to find something better for our next generation.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Um. Oh, yeah. I have something to say, and I wrote it too. By the way, we have so many technology to develop to fix the problem, but I believe we can do it because we human. We already sent the first man to the moon. We sent the dog, the monkey,
And the elephant?
and maybe the elephant too, and we might get a giraffe back. A giraffe is a good idea, bro. Okay, that's all I want to say.
All right, so now we got like, was it the, let's see, look at out the, here. Right, so we have moon or Mars and otters, right? So we talk about the
Mhm.
moons and then the Mars. What about otters? Do you have any more informations on where else can it be if it's not moon or Mars? Because there's a couple places that we could go.
Yeah, I have it. I think there are another perfect place to colonize is a Titan. Titan is a Saturn moon. One of the Saturn moon is a biggest sat biggest Saturn biggest Saturn of Saturn. Because yeah, I forget it. So, but I did the research. Let me see. Okay.
I remember briefly on our previous sessions, you said that it's also because of water as well, right?
Oh, yeah. I because Titan is the only place that have liquids in the form of river, lakes, and sea on its surface. And the second reason is Titan is the only moon in the solar system known to have a substantial atmosphere, which is mostly nitrogen. Yeah, sound like Earth, like. And is atmosphere is dense enough that you can walk around without a pressure suit. But you also need an oxygen mask and protection from the bitter cold because the weather here is the weather there is minus 179 Celsius.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And I think it is, I don't know, in my opinion it sounds better than Moon and Mars, but I get it because it's really far
Yeah.
from Earth. And I just heard the good idea from Brent
Mm-hmm.
in the morning about Europa. He say it has a water, right? Yeah, something like that. But yeah, I think I do some research. Okay. And which planet do you want to go, P. Julia?
I think personally probably Mars, but I think simply because like all the mainstream medias and whatnot. And I don't know, I think Moon,
But it's dusty planet.
it is
It's dusty. You can't breathe there.
I don't know. I feel like I think with its landscapes, right? And then it's how do you call it? Geology, right?
Yeah, geology.
I think it's quite interesting. Like when you're seeing all the images from like I forgot the full name. Was it MRO?
MRO.
Right? It's like the camera that orbiting Mars. Yeah. So it's like I don't know. It's kind of intriguing to me. Like even the color of the sands and then whatnot. I know it's kind of dusty, but I guess from a designer perspective, it could be quite an interesting challenge.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. We'll have to see, I guess. Maybe also because like I did a little bit of paperwork on it as well. I think whether the moon or Mars, I think it's quite similar, right? We still have like radiation problems, and it's not breathable. The soil is still pretty much toxic and not that, friendly for like plantations.
Actually, I think the weather you said you mean temperature, right?
Sorry.
You mean temperature, right? Temperature on Moon and Mars is similar to Earth. Or
No, I'm comparing like between Moon and Mars.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
And gravity as well. I think maybe so we would jump much higher on the Moon than Mars, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Could you imagine like what kind of life would we evolve into from being able to like jump higher?
Imagine when the rain off. It will slowly than Earth. And if we walk in the rain with our crush, it's so great.
All right, so technically you're saying that if it rained on Mars, right?
Mm-hmm.
That it would be much like a romantic setting. So if any of you guys, into something like that, then yeah, maybe you choose to go to Mars.
To watch the raindrop.
Yeah. And then just like listen to this like cliche, like romantic like music.
This is romantic. But we can't kiss because we have to wear the pressure suits and oxygen mask.
Yeah, but we're not gonna wear that forever. We're gonna be like in was it pressurized like living spaces.
I think it's seriously, but I even have a boyfriend.
Focus, okay, focus. We're talking about which planets or places we're gonna go and build our off-world colony. So focus.
Okay.
All right. So yes, beside was it Moon, Mars, Titans, and Europa? I think another option, if you chose to go with this one, great. Yes, go with otters. Then it could also mean to live on space as well.
Oh.
Yeah. So normally with these questions, it usually end on Moons or Mars. But if if for anyone who would like to explore other options by voting for authors, I think we're gonna have an extra week of sourcing out where exactly we're gonna be as well.
It's hard to imagine just living in space. But sounds challenging.
It is definitely. I think you talked briefly about how the gravity will affect our body, right?
Yeah.
So I think anywhere out there, it's gonna affect our bones for sure. I think most if we stays in space, right?
In microgravity.
Yeah. And I think also I think ESA developing like a skin suit that I think it's sort of like kind of like elastic, but it's not elastic. It's like inside the layers, they're like coil, to like help kind of like push your body, like compacts it to help like simulating gravity. So although you could say that we might have some sort of gravity issues with how our body reacts, but we also in a way kind of have like technology right now that could help solve that.
We got a comment, but I have a question to you, Dark Sky Thailand. Is has methane, liquid methane, and atmosphere had methane too? Is it dangerous to human? Is enough have enough methane to be dangerous for human? Is it blue?
Is it what?
Is it blue? Methane is a compound that make the planet blue. Oh, that sounds interesting about Titan. Let me see. Titan.
But how long do you think it's going to take us just to get there, though?
Actually, our podcast didn't mean to educate anyone. we want to discuss. Okay, don't mind to comment me or send us a comment to us or anything.
Yes, actually, it's true because we wanted to, sort of like, I think our first seasons for this campaign is going to be something like quite easy and it's not like science based. Here. Are we going to be cooking fresh human on Titan?
Oh, yeah. Has quality like methane and ethane, the largest sea and hundreds of feet deep and hundreds of miles. Okay. I want to know how methane affects humans.
I think it does put you into like sleep, no? If you like inhale a lot of it. So I mean, talking from personal experience, from leaving my gas like on without knowing.
Is okay, I get it.
Enlighten us. Come on, Kik. Enlighten us.
Methane is the gas you cook with on Earth. Earth ไหน Earth ไง on Earth ไง คืออะไร What is it?
Did you say in Thai?
Earth ไง I get it. Can reduce the amount of oxygen breathed from the air. If you, I saw from the movie. Is it the same gas that you start the car and sleep in the car and sorry.
Hold up.
Okay. Oh, is me vision problem, memory loss. Okay, I see how dangerous it is.
Yeah. I mean, if you inhale enough, it's definitely gonna knock you out.
Just wear the oxygen mask.
And is it like, is mean the entire like planet is like flammable?
Oh, oh, sorry. Okay. But I still like Titan.
Okay.
Oh, which planet do you want to go, Dark Sky? I forgot to ask you.
Let's see if PB what responds to it.
Moons and more. Europa across the moon, a darker way. Artemis. What you know about Artemis, Julia? You might know something I don't know.
I doubt it, but briefly, right? It's supposed to be kind of like almost like a starting point. So yes, we're definitely gonna go back to the moon, but then as they said, they're going back to the moon and then to Mars.
Mm-hmm.
So
Just like preparing to
yeah,
go to
because
Mars.
I think like for you to sustain life on Mars, it's definitely gonna be a lot of resources for us to ship over, and I think the best way to go about it is for us to go to the moon first, or use like the moon as sort of like a port.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not entirely sure. We might have to do a little bit more research on that, but yeah.
Talking about moon, I make me think about Quark.
Mm-hmm.
Quark is a cat that affected by radio wave, right? Oh,
No, it was not. But we can talk about this some other times about like purely on Quark. So,
I just wondering, why Quark look like jelly or squishy?
so apparently, it got experimented on,
Mm-hmm.
and then it mutated to the way it is.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you like Quark, maybe you wanna join him on the moon.
The moon. If we go to moon, what we will do? What we gonna do? Skate? Can we skate on moon?
I don't think so. I think we have to find like a new like sport, anything that require like jumping.
Oh, it's about
Something.
gravity too.
Yeah.
I like Ceres, a dark planet. Ceres? Oh, a dark planet. That sounds interesting.
We can list this down in case when we promoted the post and then the option like authors overturned
Oh, the dwarf planet. I never heard anyone want to go to dwarf planet before. Because dwarf planet is very, very small. And dwarf planet. But I like service because I like you should wrap this up. Shit, why I
All right. So you wanna do one last like comparison between the moon and Mars?
yeah. Okay.
Okay. So radiation doesn't matter where you go, we're gonna get that, right?
Yeah, I it's kind of like I want to be sure more version than fashion. I think which planet we want to go, we have to develop to many technology because it's important to life.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to die there.
Neither do I.
So if we have problem, we see the problem now. We have to fix it now. Try to fix it. At least try. And it doesn't matter which planet do you want to go in the future. We can go any planet we want to go.
Actually, with this, was it the colony design? Maybe we might develop like enough of a plan, and we could work on it until, who knows? Maybe we might end up with something solid that could potentially help us, without life on like, outside of Earth.
It's kind of like
So yeah. Anything else you got in mind?
nope. And are we going to say goodbye?
Yes, we are.
I really miss our audience. So see you next time, all right?
So I think we could how do I say? I think the voting will stay on until Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Friday evening we're gonna like count the result and then let you know which places that you guys have chosen who won, whether it's gonna be the moon or Mars or other places. And we will meet again on next Saturday night, same time, 7:30. Hope nothing changes. It's either 9:30 or 7:30, but we'll see. So yeah, if you have anything, just comment down below and then let us know, what else you want us to talk about.
At the comment. See you guys next time. I hope we will meet each other again.
Yes, we will, because we have 4 months long of this together. It's like
I mean the audience, they have to come back because I miss them. Okay?
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you for staying tuned, staying through with us. And yeah, see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye now.
Thank you for discussing.
Yeah. Bye.